Good morning. Welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Stevie. This is Stevie Reads, and today we are picking up two very anticipated books. At the beginning of this year, I did a top 10 books to read in 2025 video, and I've honestly been killing that list. There are only 3 out of 10 left to read for this year, and in this video, we're gonna knock out 2 of them. I'll link it down below if you are curious and want to watch it. But on that list, there was 2 books that hadn't even been published yet, so when I was talking about them, I couldn't even hold them up. And also at the beginning of this year, in February, I think it was, I pulled Fear of the Flames out of my TBR jar. It was in a Read It or Unhaul It, so I'll just link everything. But I read the first book in this romantasy series. I have the self-published version, so it's a little bit longer than the traditionally published one, but I had so much fun with this romantasy dragon story. I can't fully remember all of the plot details now since it's been 8 months, but I thought the heist was fun and I really fell in love with this found family and these characters. This was such a character-driven story and I loved all of them, so I've been very highly anticipating the sequel that just came out in the summer. I think I've had this for a couple of months, but Wrath of the Dragons. This cover is gorgeous. The back says "To War, My Love," and just so beautiful. I honestly haven't read a whole lot of dragon books this year, and October just seems like the perfect opportunity, so we're gonna dive into this one first. I think I'm going to listen to it audibly. It's book 2, so I'm not gonna get spoilery or anything at all, but since I hauled this, it has been staring at me from my shelves like, read me, read me, read me, read me. I know this one's probably gonna end off on a cliffhanger too. I believe this series is going to be a quartet, so only 2 out of 4 books out yet, but I just want to see if I love it. Hopefully I do. And then the other book everybody and their mom knows about, Calabasas by R.F. Kuang. I adore R.F. Kuang. I have read all 5 of her books and given all 5 of them 5 stars. And I can't say this with a lot of authors that like I've read her books from the beginning, but I'm pretty sure I started reading her when the second book in the Poppy War trilogy came out, because I remember really anticipating that 3rd book and like waiting for it to come out and reading it as soon as I got my hands on it and everything. And then obviously Yellowface and Babel were just 10 out of 10 fucking amazing books. Like honestly, R.F. Kuang can do no wrong in my eyes, and I got this beautiful signed edition. I got a UK edition because I didn't love the US cover and like the sprayed edges and everything, and this copy kind of reminds me of Intermezzo by Sally Rooney with like the checkerboard end pages and everything, and I don't know, I just really loved the UK edition, so I had to wait for it to be shipped across the sea and finally get to me, but super highly anticipated and super excited. But this one is more dark academia. I don't know if there's a romance, but I'm always hoping for a romance, so fingers crossed. But I want to start with the easy book. I think I'm going to physically read and annotate Calabasas, do the whole thing. I know it's going to take me like a damn week, so we're starting off with the easy audiobook romantasy. I really don't want to go into the plot. I don't want to spoil book 1 at all. It was so much fun. Like Fear of the Flames made me so giddy. This was amazing. But Wrath of the Dragons, let's just read the first line. I have no idea where we're starting, but the map in here, the little end pages are so beautiful. And all these little dragons, like I'm dead. Okay, anyway, we can take the dust jacket off. It's dedicated to those who walk through hell for the people they love. Aww. There's an author's note that says that she highly recommends reading the republished Fear of the Flames if you read the self-published one before going into here, but I'm not gonna do that. This one was 5 stars and I'm obsessed, and I'm scared that if I like reread the first one, I'm not gonna like it as much, or like it's gonna give me a bad taste for the whole series, and we're just gonna end on a high note and hope for the best with the second one. But yeah, there is an author's note telling me to read the traditionally published version. Good thing I don't care about the rules. Okay, part 1 is The Weight of the Crown. Ooh. Chapter 1, Caden. The night is nearly surrendering to dawn by the time I make it back to the castle and dismount from my horse. Okay. That really didn't give us any information at all, but cool. Also, this book is fucking huge. 513 pages. Okay. Oh, and these end papers are gorgeous. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to listen to this today. It is Thursday morning, so I gotta head into work. Very annoyed about it, but I'll listen on my commute and as much as I can today. But I'm honestly just so stoked to get to listen to a fun romantasy sequel. Okay, it is only the next day, and I will admit that I was pretty confused for the first like 80 pages or so, but I made it to page 122, part 2, and I finally understand what's going on. I feel like the book did a little recap of like what happened in book 1, and I'm fully caught up and I'm having a good time. I'm remembering why I liked book 1 so much, and it was the writing. Like, thankfully it is the same in here, and it drew me right in again, because even listening to it on audio, I have to keep pausing and like doing some highlights here and there when I can. It's pretty gorgeous, and I was a little confused, but I'm happy I pushed through. I feel like when you're reading a sequel and it's been a while since the previous book, like it reminds me of Dory, where I'm like, just keep reading, like it'll make sense eventually. And this one didn't take too long for me to know what's going on, but audiobook says I'm 25% of the way through, so 1/4 of the way done. I'm gonna keep listening today as well, and it is Friday morning, so freaking close to the weekend. One more day, and then I don't have a lot of plans this weekend other than tomorrow I'm helping my dad move. He just bought a house, so I'm gonna go over there tomorrow morning. But other than that, I really don't have anything going on this weekend. So hopefully I can finish this by Sunday, maybe. That would be pretty cool, so I can get started on Catabasis. But this is feeling like the most perfect October read. A, because it's a romantasy book, but also because it's a sequel, we're getting a lot more dragons already. Like, we've interacted with the dragons so much, and just really love to see that. So anyway, I'm off to work, but it's Friday, so I'm not too mad about it. Okay, it is like 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. I just had some Chick-fil-A and lived my best life because I was helping my dad and his girlfriend move all morning, and they have like everything in the house now. It's just unpacking vibes. So I left, got some food, and now I'm gonna head home. And I do have my book with me, but I didn't do any reading so far today. But yesterday I got almost halfway through, so I think I'm gonna listen on my drive home right now. And there's stuff I want to do at my house tonight too, so I'll put on my headphones, listen to my book, and I'm really enjoying it. Now that we're at the halfway point, like, the plot is building and I can see where the story is going, and like, you know, the battle that is going to happen in this second book, and I like how everything's coming together. I love the tension with the main couple, and yeah, just really excited to keep listening. So moving went good, but I'm so tired. Thank God I got some Chick-fil-A, but I just want to go home, take a shower, and chill for the rest of the night. Okay, hello. Monday morning. Haven't sorted my hair out yet, but I've been wearing headphones all morning because I just finished Wrath of the Dragons. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting this, and I guess I probably should have, because I gave the first book in the series 5 stars, but my memory is so terrible and I didn't think I was gonna, like, I don't know, understand the whole plot of this, but my memory came back and I ate this shit up. It was so fucking good, and honestly, no shade to anybody who loves Fourth Wing. I honestly don't have a lot against that series. I read the first one when it came out and it was like really popping off, but I gave it a 3 stars. It wasn't my favorite story and I wasn't interested in continuing. Like, I have an idea of what I want a dragon book to be, and this series is exactly it. Like, Eowyn is a damn dragon queen, and I just love following her into battle. She is everything, and also Caden is the perfect main male. I love the dual POV that we get to see both of their perspectives, and I think it was a really dumb decision to read this as soon as it came out, because I need book 3 right now. The way that it ended was heartbreaking, and if you can't tell by all of my rambling and like praises, this was a 5 stars. I fucking loved it. Pick up this series if you haven't. Olivia Rose Darling, this is the first thing she's ever written, and the tension is there, the found family is there, like the dragons are there. Like, look at this stunning queen. Fucking love her and love this book, and I really thought it was gonna get like a 4 at best, even until like the last 50 pages. I was like thinking it was kind of a 4, but 500 pages of an amazing time. And I highlighted way more than I thought I was going to. While I was doing it, I started this little diamond painting that I got off Amazon. That's what it's gonna look like when it's all done, but I just started like the very bottom. This is so tedious and takes so much time, but I love it. especially for an audiobook. Like sometimes I just need something to do with my hands so I can listen to an audiobook for 10 hours in a day. So she's barely been completed, but it does feel nice. And I feel like I'm just living the October dream right now. Like 5-star dragon romantasy sequel also. Like I'm thriving on reading a sequel, not starting like a brand new series or anything. And now we get to jump into a brand new R.F. Kuang. October is my favorite month for a reason, and I just had to pick up these books I'm insanely excited about. So anyway, Calabasas. I know this is dark academia, but I don't know the actual plot, but the synopsis on the flap is actually pretty small. So we have our grad student, Alice Law. She's only ever had one goal: to become the brightest mind in the field of analytic magic. Ooh, so they're like studying magic. Okay, cool. But the only person who can make her dream come true is dead and inconveniently in hell. And Alice, along with her biggest rival, Peter Murdoch, is going after him. If you read this book and you know how it ends, then you know. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah. Okay, anyway. But hell is not as the philosophers claim. Its rules are upside down, and if she's going to get out of there alive, she and Peter will have to work together. That's if they agree on anything. Will they triumph or kill each other trying? Ooh, okay, I'm so excited. This is giving me Hellbent energy as well, which I read earlier this year and was kind of a disappointment. Like, it was 4 stars, so it was nice writing and everything, but I don't want to continue in that series and read the 3rd one. So I have so much faith in R.F. Kuang that she's going to take that concept and make it amazing. But this book feels so heavy, like the pages are dense or something. Let's see how many we got. Oh, it's just the UK edition, so it has like the nice thick papers, but 541. Whew. Okay, 541. And yeah, I really just love my copy. I got this like light gray, which if I put lotion on my hands is immediately going to smudge this up, so I'll have to be careful about that. But I have a signed edition. Oh my god, I didn't even know that was going to be a thing when I ordered it, so love that I got a signed R.F. Kuang book. But I set up my key right before this update. I just looked up like themes of this book on Google, and obviously I always need a moments and quotes I love tab and a heartbreaking, but I also put the cost of ambition and internal dissent, which they said was going to be some big themes. Okay, but first line, there's a quote by Plato that I'll skip and just read like the actual first line. But chapter 1, Cambridge, Michaelmas term, October. We're set in October. I'm just reading everything at the perfect time, sorry. That was the first sentence, but I'll read the next one. The wind bit, the sun hid, and on the first day of class, when she ought to have been lecturing undergraduates about the dangers of using the Cartesian severance spell to revise without pee breaks, Alice Law set to rescue her advisor's soul from the 8 courts of hell. I love that we're jumping right into it. Amazing. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, awesome. I can't start this right now. I gotta head into work, but I've already had the most amazing morning. I don't even care that it's Monday morning. I just finished a 5-star book and I get to jump into Calabasas. Okay, it is the next day and I'm just on my lunch break at work, so I'm reading in the car, but I made it to page 100, which is chapter 7, and I'm really liking it so far. We have the classic R.F. Kuang writing, so I'm annotating a lot and we already have quite a bit of tabs, but I also really like that we jumped right into the story. Like the synopsis says, you know, you're following these students who are descending into hell, and literally on like page 10 they are already in hell. So there's no preamble, we don't even really get a backstory, we are just like immediately in hell and they're trying to find their professor. So like that we jumped right into it. But yeah, I'm 100 pages in, so not even a fourth of the way through yet or anything crazy, but I'm liking it so far. Hello, it is Friday morning. Finally, thank God. I'm so ready for this weekend. Work hasn't even been too crazy this week. I don't know why. It's just felt never ending, and I finally have a weekend where I don't have any plans. We probably have to go grocery shopping one of these days, and that's literally it. And I'm so excited to just like read and hang out. I want to like keep working on that diamond painting and just relaxing, soaking up the cozy fall energy as long as I can before it starts fucking snowing in the valley. But I did some reading on the couch this morning and I got halfway through Calabasas and I don't know how I feel. am enjoying it. The setting is obviously insane. We have been set in hell for the entire half of this book, other than a couple of flashbacks here and there going to Cambridge. But we're following our two main characters, Alice and Peter. They're meeting a lot of people along the way in this journey, as one would, but I think it's our two main characters, Alice and Peter, that I don't really care about all that much. And maybe it's because we did just jump right into it, which I really appreciated at the beginning, but now in the middle of the book I'm feeling kind of detached from the main point that they like are wanting to find the professor, because I'm like, why do I care about you finding your professor, you know? Like, I don't know. But there have been some amazing quotes. Specifically page 216, I was gagged, but right now it's feeling more like a 4, which just feels insane to be thinking about that about one of my favorite authors ever. So I don't know, I really hope she just wins me over in the second half, and I want to just blitz through the second half. It is Friday and I always get out of work early on Friday, so when I come home I just want to dive right into it, maybe get to like 3/4 of the way by tonight and then be able to finish it tomorrow. I think part of the problem is it's taken me 4 days or whatever to get halfway through. I'm taking my time with the story, but that might also make it feel a little longer. So yeah, that's new goal, is I want to finish it by tomorrow, but that is a lot of reading. That's like 270 pages, so doable, but I'm going to need to lock in, and hopefully it can just win me over and I fall in love in the second half. But so far I'm not really impressed by Alice or Peter. Both of them feel kind of two-dimensional in a way. But yeah, anyway, I gotta go to work, so boo-hoo, but I need this chill, cozy weekend more than anything right now. So, okay, Sunday afternoon right now, or it still might technically be the morning, but it is such a beautiful, cozy, like gloomy Sunday afternoon. And I did finish Catabasis last night, but I just, like, my hair was so greasy, I was not in the mood to be on a camera, and I knew that today I was gonna be like getting ready to take thumbnails. So anyway, I finished this last night and pretty much disregard everything I said in the last clip. I think around the 50% mark it drags slightly, but then immediately we get the backstory that I was missing, because we can see why Alice feels guilty and like why she thinks that she needed to come save her professor. And then we even jump into Peter's POV for a little bit, but also in the past when he's in Cambridge, and it really humanized them and made you want to root for them at the very end to like get out of hell. And the writing was beautiful as always, so many like jaw-dropping moments. But when I really sat and thought about my rating, I couldn't give it a 5 just because of those two complaints that I had, that like it was dragging a little bit, and up until around the 50% mark I didn't really care about the main characters. So if it wasn't an author that I loved, it might have been a DNF, because if I don't really care halfway through a book, I'm not one to continue on. But I had faith in my girl, so I just had to do it, and very happy that I did. I do think it was beautiful. I annotated my copy so much, so many highlights and like writing in the margins. So it was a really good time. I'm happy that I read it. One thing that I really like about her as an author is she's not one to shy away from the truth. She'll have a hard conversation if she needs to have it, but also knows when to not take it too far. Like, there was just so many messages at the end of this book, and a lot of talk about burnout and academia. So if you're in the trenches right now, it might be triggering, but it also could be helpful to you. So anyway, this was a little over a week. I think it's been 10 days now of me filming this video, but I don't even care. I read 2 very anticipated books off my TBR, new releases from this year, and I really loved both of them. And I'm shocked by my ratings at the fact that Catabasis got a 4, but Wrath of Dragons got a 5. I need book 3 like yesterday. And I'm still gonna pick up every single book that R. Kuang writes till the end of time forever. So fall is for fantasy. I'm ending this video to start another video where I immediately jump into another adult fantasies. So I'm just living my best fantasy life. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It really honestly means the world. But I will see you next Wednesday for another video very soon. Bye!